You read the title right. I recently quit my 96 software development job in order to pursue a completely different career, and Splatoon was my main source of inspiration for this decision. So, hi, my name is Eric, but I go by DeckerMV in most online spaces. I'm a 23-year-old Mexican guy that is soon to be turning 24, by the way. And I decided that my goal and purpose in life is gonna be becoming a Splatoon artist and streamer for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I guess you might be thinking, what the heck? Like, this guy has lost his entire mind, I think. Why would anybody quit a real job like software development for something fake like Splatoon? Like, who cares about Splatoon? Well, I care about it, so that's why I'm doing this. And basically, I'm mainly doing this video to hold myself accountable for this decision that I made for myself and seal it as official. And also as an opportunity to simply share my story and how important Splatoon is for me. With the hope that not only possibly I can inspire some people to follow their dreams as well, but most importantly, to remind myself why I'm choosing to do this. Like many people in their childhood, I had multiple opportunities back in elementary school to explore different recreational activities such as sports, gardening, reading, etc. And it took me long enough to realize in hindsight that I've always have had this natural inclination towards the arts. I used to do lots of stick figure characters, mini comics. I also played instruments like the flute and percussions back then, and even some cosplaying. I think I'm supposedly playing as a Redbeard here. I don't know. Anyway, instead of taking these clear signs to perhaps dedicate my life to something artistic, I grew up, and like the vast majority of us at their high school era, I followed my parents' ideals to pursue a realistic quote unquote career so I could actually make some real quote unquote money, you know? But the inclination was still there, like roaming around my head. So, fast forward to my university era, while I was going through my computer science degree, looking to land a software development job, I dared to at least try to learn drawing in my own and see if I had opportunity or not, if I ever had like a hint of talent. And yeah, I mean, you had to start somewhere, right? but but then like with anything, after years of practicing and learning from books and courses that I was able to pay me thanks to some paid internships that I had, I would say got to a decent level that allowed me to do some cool drawings that I was truly proud of. To the point that I even bought myself a drawing tablet to start doing some digital drawings as well. And so far I was doing okay. Like I was juggling this quote unquote real career that will support me financially, plus a hobby that I was truly enjoying, that I was truly being satisfied for. But then at some point, reality hits us all. And for me, it hit me really, really hard. Because the fact that after I graduated and I landed my first official job as a front-end developer, my energy and motivation to keep drawing was diminishing a lot. My job was truly sucking all of my battery, so that when I arrived at home around like 7 to 8 p.m., the last thing that I wanted to do was to draw, and instead I just wanted to watch Twitch streams or YouTube and play video games, etc., especially Splatoon. And it was like that for a couple of years. It was getting so frustrating to realize how much time I was wasting prolonging this inner desire to get better at drawing, and get better at art, to push my creative limits. And the longer it was taking me to get back to it, the more I was getting depressed because I was thinking to myself, I wasn't even that good to begin with. So what's even the point of trying if I most likely have lost whatever it remained of skill of mine? It was truly saddening until I just truly had enough. And I knew that the joy that I had by doing my drawings, despite the fact that they were not the best, was way bigger than any website, any software, any app I ever built in my entire life. So at early 2024, I decided to quit my job to fully embrace my dreams, to become the best artist in the world, getting millions and millions of commissions, grind a lot of art so I could get lots of money and enjoy the process and become a successful person. Right? Well, it turns out when you're trying to change it big, you gotta plan it big as well. And I skipped that part completely. Specifically, the aspect of purpose. I knew that I wanted to get better at drawing, and I knew I wanted this to be my career. But I never wondered to myself, or more specifically, I never asked myself what kind of art do I wanted to make? What kind of message I wanted to share? And long and behold, I think this is where Splatoon, especially the Splatoon community, gave me a reason to do art. You see, one of the things I love about art is the ability to express culture, ideas, and basically life through the form of painting, animation, music, handcrafting, you name it. And the thing about art that derives from inside Splatoon world, as well as the outside world, which in this case will be like the real world or the Splatoon community, has such uniqueness, inclusiveness, and so much creativity that I might dare to say there is no such video game that pushes this creative prowess and passion on people like Splatoon does. The best way that I've seen someone describe this is by this absolutely talented Splatoon animator called Tempura. And by the way, Tempura, if you are seeing this, I just want to tell you, you are one of my biggest inspirations as an artist. You truly have like a work that is out of this planet. But anyway, I don't think you are even seeing this, but I digress. They were tweeting about the potential that Splatoon has as a very great anime series, and something that struck me very positively was, and I quote, "Not many games incorporate art this heavily into their world and characters, but it fits so well for a game about painting the floor and swimming in it. Art enables us to keep moving forward, and without it, life will be so slow and miserable. And when I say art, I mean all of it. Traditional digital art, animation, music, writing, voice acting, cosplaying, etc. etc. We've seen so much variety with all kinds of artists and styles in this community, and that isn't a coincidence. And I would like to extend on that last point. Because yeah, it truly isn't a coincidence that the vast majority of Splatoon players have an intrinsic creative flame within them, a desire to make their own storylines. That is because, in my opinion, Splatoon teaches you what truly makes us humans, a unique species. And I think this concept can also be applied to other non-artistic disciplines as well. Splatoon, as we know it, is a game that describes the little silly stories that Inklings and Octolings go through after the entire human population go the roll from the planet, but furthermore, it shows us a mirror of what humankind is capable of doing, both the beautiful, like love, art, competition, community work, science, and the ugly, like war, discrimination, hate, selfishness, exploitation, and leaves us with the opportunity to reflect on how we are and how can we become better as humans. The way I see it is that Splatoon, for me, is a canvas in the background with its paint and its game modes, but it's also a canvas for the community to express their thoughts, culture, personality, and hell, even politics, life as a whole, with the usage of little squids and octopuses. And I, personally, love that. It inspires me, and I want to share what I want to say, my culture, and my ideas with this beautiful canvas called Splatoon. And honestly, also because to an extent, Inklings and Octolings are easier to draw than a human body, but we don't talk about that, right? So yeah, basically Splatoon gave me purpose because I love this game, and I think it gives me an opportunity to express my life and the world around me very convincingly. And spoiler alert of Side Order Act Story, spoiler alert, just like Act didn't want for their life to be reduced to being another cog in the machine that kept moving the Octarian regime as another soldier, and instead they pursue music, the thing that they wanted to do, I might as well do my own thing too and pursue what I think is best for me. Act truly now is my favorite character just because of their story, to be honest, like they're so cool. So yeah, basically my plan moving forward from today will be to refine my drawing and painting skills for what it remains of 2024, so that next year I can start working on commissions and personal projects that I have in mind. These are my most recent paintings so far, and I think they are somewhat decent considering that I have a very long break of more than a year. I'm excited to do more, to be honest. And while doing so, I will be streaming myself playing the actual game on Twitch starting tomorrow, October 5th at 8 PM Central Daytime. So if you are interested in hanging out with me and maybe even playing some games, you can search me as DeckerMV on Twitch. In the future I will also do art streams, but at the moment I really don't have that much confidence showing off my workflow because I'm a very slow painter at the moment, but soon enough I will be doing them, so don't worry about it. If you are also compelled to follow my journey and my latest updates, I highly recommend for all of you to follow my social medias like Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok and Reddit as DeckerMV, except Twitter, which is DeckerMV_. Since in those places is where I'm gonna post my artworks and also announce when I'm gonna do my streams. And if you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe, since I might do some long form videos about my journey and Splatoon as well. And if you think that I'm crazy or dumb for doing any of this, just leave me a thumbs down, and in general just leave me a comment of your thoughts. It will be cool to see others' perspective on this. So yeah, that was the video. Honestly, I just wanted to end this by sharing some closing thoughts off script and just say that I was like really nervous throughout the entire process of this video, but of sharing like my story and what I'm planning to do, because like I know some people might disagree with what I'm doing, but like whatever, like I have to make it for myself and also like at least try so I can know if I can make it or not. But other than that, like yeah, like I want to also be very transparent that I am in a very privileged position for being able to do this, because not only I live with my parents that allow me to like get off from a very big burden of financial struggle. I also have like a decent amount of savings that will allow me to keep up with the contribution of this house spending and not feel like extremely useless. But I think if I like truly lock in and become consistent at this throughout like a year or so, I might be able to make it slowly but surely. And yeah, like other than that, I just thank you for watching towards the end. It really means a lot, and yeah, thank you.